me. That is way too close for comfort. Can I back up a little bit? Yes, I can. Perfect. There we go. Hello, everybody. I am Celeste Joan. I am an aspiring indie author hoping to be published by spring, hopefully April of next year. And we are doing some writing sprints tonight because I have a lot of work that I need to get done. I definitely spread myself way too thin this month. I set myself 3 pretty big goals, and I've achieved one of them. And I feel like this next one's going to take me until the end of the month if I don't spend like a lot of other time working on it. So we're trying to get as much done as we can right now and just working on it. So I'm working on Project Restart. I'm working on edits for Project Restart, and it's going okay. It could definitely be going a lot better. I definitely underestimated how much time this project was going to take, because all I'm doing is taking it from one draft, my first draft, and I'm putting it over into a second, third, fourth, I think it's the 4th draft of this project. I'm putting it over there, just copy and pasting, reading through, making small changes, making sure that all the timeline stuff is good, making sure that all the consistency issues are okay. But it's taking more time than I thought. Like, I'm lucky if I can get a chapter done a day. It's basically like I'm rewriting it, but I'm not even retyping it. I'm just looking through it and making small edits. And it's taking a lot of time. But that's all right, because I'm trying to make this draft, this book, the best that it can be before I send it to sensitivity reader, which I still need to find, beta readers, and then hopefully editors soon. I want to have this all set to go as soon as I can, just because like I don't know how to publish a book. I'm still trying to figure that out, but we're doing good. We can do it. There's just a lot going on. So like for the projects that I was able, I have 3 projects I'm working on this month and 3 different goals. So Project A, I wanted to get the second draft of Project A finished, which I was able to do. I want to get the working draft, the 4th draft of Project Restart finished, which I'm currently working on. And then I also wanted to outline a secret project, which I kind of have done, but not really. So I have a little bit of that done, but I still have quite a ways to go before I'm done with that. And if I want to start out drafting it next month, it's just there's a lot I have to do. And that's just the writing stuff that I'm doing. So everyone is ready. We can go ahead and like jump into a sprint. I would love to jump into a sprint. I am currently sitting on page 45 of this document out of 49. So I have 4 more pages to read through and edit tonight. And then I'm gonna check how long the next chapter is. Yeah, so I'll do this chapter, I'll finish up this chapter tonight, and then I will work on something else if I get done and we still have time left in the stream. So right now we're just kind of not stressing out too much, because I'm not gonna get anything done if I stress out too much. So we're gonna hydrate. And if everyone is ready, we can go ahead and get started on our first sprint. I don't have the timer or anything pulled up right now. I think I'm just going to do a regular Google timer tonight. And we're just going to go for a solid like 20 minutes and 21 seconds. 21. That's what we're going to do for the night. I'm going to pull that into a separate tab. See if I can remember how to do all of this. Share my screen. I'm going to attempt to share my audio as well. I have not done this before, so I apologize if the audio is too loud. But we're going to attempt this and see if sharing the audio works. I haven't tried this before. But But if everyone is ready, we can go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Okay, so that was the first time sharing the audio from my computer, so I hope you guys were able to hear the timer. That would be great. I've never shared the audio from a tab before, so if we could hear the timer, that'd be awesome, but if not, it's fine. Um, I saw that Lizzie joined us joined. I saw that Lizzie joined us. She said, "Hey, taking a break from packing for our condo trip tomorrow to hang." Well, thank you so much for joining. I also have some packing I need to do for tomorrow as well, so I'll probably get that done after the stream. Um, but yes, welcome, welcome. I'm working on Project Restart. I'm working on edits for it, and it's taking a lot more time than I thought it was going to take. So we're just slowly making progress. I finished my prequel novella today. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting! 44,403 words. I'm going to have to rewrite completely because I came up with a major fix yesterday. I have been there. I'm currently working I have 3 different plot things I need to fix in this draft, which is why I'm taking so much time with it. But oh my gosh, that's so exciting! I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. I'm not excited that you have to fix all those words, but I am happy that 1, you got the prequel finished, and that 2, you came up with a major fix. That's awesome. Tomorrow I start that ski romance. Ooh, and I do not have any of the side characters for it. I'll also try to handwrite the whole book. Wow, we'll see how that goes. I started handwriting the book and then realized I don't know where this is going. I wrote the first chapter and was like, yeah, I don't know. I love the characters. I absolutely love the characters because the 2 main characters, it's a brother-sister duo, so it's bickering, but also he helps her a lot understand humans, even though she's a human. So I love these characters. I just don't know exactly what the story is. So I'm trying to figure that out. So once I have a story for them, I kind of want to handwrite their book. Just why not? I rewrite my entire second, I retype my entire second draft anyway. Why not handwrite it at first? And yay, we heard the timer. That's awesome. Cool. So now I know how to do that. This is the most bland first draft I've ever written and the second to worst one. But hey, I barely know how to fix the stuff. That is wrong. I feel like we've all had those drafts. As I was saying, that book that I was trying to handwrite, it was that first chapter. I was like, there's nothing going on. There's absolutely nothing going on. And it was going to be a road trip book, but I didn't know how to make it into a road trip book without doing I just didn't know what I was doing because they're high schoolers. High schoolers go on road trips besides all of the high schoolers in John Green books. But yeah, I definitely thought about I just wrote that first chapter and I was like, you know what? I don't know where this book is going, so I'm going to give it a hot second and I'll see if something comes to me. I'm going to draft books 2 through 4, all of them outlined with Save the Cat before touching this and the pen pal romance. Yeah, I have started drafting a new project that I want to I've started outlining a new project that I want to start drafting next month. I have the main idea of the book pretty well down, but I'm trying to go through the Save the Cat and figure out all the plot points, all the beats, make sure that the pacing is okay, because my biggest struggle is pacing. So yeah, I'm trying to work through that as well as finishing up Project Restart, draft 4. And then yeah, I'm trying to do a lot. There's a lot going on right now, but it's all right. My ski romance is a companion from the Christmas romance. I want to edit them back to back so I can print them out together. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I am all for the seasonal romances. I've never been in a relationship, never been on a date, all of that fun stuff. But I am all down for these seasonal relationship romance, not relationships, but seasonal romance books. They're so cute. I want to write them eventually. If I could write a seasonal or like holiday romance book for like each major holiday or season or romance or holiday or season. That would be awesome. Like I could do one for Christmas, I could do one for Halloween, I could do one like I could do an Easter one. Why not? I could do like a 4th of July one, just like a summer romance, an autumn romance, a winter romance, a spring romance. It'd be so much fun. Maybe that'll be like maybe I could have like a series of standalone seasonal romances. Oh, I think I just got a new idea. That would be really exciting. Like take like 2 years to publish all of them. Um, Hold on, I gotta write that down. Standalone seasonal romances. That'd be awesome. Like maybe do like October, December, and like just like every like other month or every like third month publish something. And then it would all be like it is a series. This would be so cute. I'm not even a romance writer. What am I doing? Just completely switching genres. It's about two best friends, boy loves girl, but uses a ski trip to get over her. But then she breaks her leg and she has to give her the best final trip. Yes. Oh my gosh. I love it already. There's a gnat flying around. I love it already. I love best friend to lovers romances. It's just so good. Last trip before they go to different colleges. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. The ski romance takes place during spring break, so that short, term time frame will be fine. Yeah, a lot of my books right now have taken place over like a year and a half, so I definitely want to try a shorter timeline, so it's not as confusing. But yeah, like all my books take place over such long amounts of time, and I'm gonna try and do something different. In the Christmas romance, they actually celebrate all the holidays to get the girls' holidays to get back. That is such a good idea. Oh my gosh, I love this. I am so excited to hopefully read this book one day. Hopefully. It's like, I love that. Yes. Especially like whenever a character's like loses interest in the holiday and like someone else is like, all right, let's get this holiday spirit back. I'm just like, yes, please. And yeah, like a standalone seasonal romance series. It's such like, I'm sure someone's done it, but it sounds like such a good idea. 2024 for Christmas and 2035 for ski romance. Hope 2020. What was I say? The 10-year? 2025 for the ski romance. Oh my gosh, that is so exciting. 2035 is so far. But guess what? 2035 is closer than 2000, which is weird. Like that's. Oh, it sounds so far away, but it's not. It's like what, 14 years? Yeah, I need to figure out my whole publishing timeline because I know which book I want to publish first. And then the next book that I'm also working on will come out like a year later, just because it's another spring type of book. It feels right for it to come out in April or May. I might be able to do it in like August. I could get away with it, but I'd rather not. So I need to figure out what else I'm going to publish next year, if I want to start working on my YA series, or if I want to publish a new adult romance, a clean new adult romance, because we're all clean here. It's just really, really like, what do I do? Because there's the whole like publish in one genre to get going, which for me would be young adult contemporary. That's it. So like I have Project Restart, this lovely thing, which will probably come first. I have Project A, and then like those are the two books I've actually only really made progress on, because I scrapped Project Trust, I completely scrapped that one. So now I'm thinking, well, I could go to my Siblings World series, which is 4 books. I just, there's so much in those books, and I would want to write all of them before publishing the first one. So that would be a lot. It's just, there's so much going on. I have no idea what to do with the Drama Club Fall prequel. I wanted 2023 for newsletter, but now that I want to turn it into a 55K book, I have no idea. Yeah, I get that. There's the whole like, yeah. I'd say do what feels right, which I know doesn't help because like I'm in the mood. I'm trying to figure out like which name to publish under, and nothing feels right for that. So I would say like just toy around with some different ideas. I'm planning to put like the first like chapter or 2 or 3 of Project Restart out for like a newsletter to get people interested and do that. So it's just kind of trying to figure stuff out. It's very difficult. I will say that. Yes, I'm very squeaky clean as well. We love it. We love being squeaky clean here. Yeah, like kissing is like as far as I'll go. That's it. I draw the line there. That's all I can do. So yeah. But if you want to, we can like do a sprint. You can get some cleaning or not cleaning, packing in. I really need to pack for a trip I'm taking. I just don't know what I'm gonna wear this weekend, so I want to release it before book 2, but book 2 comes out in the summer. Yeah, it's the whole like my books have certain seasons that I feel like they should come out in. So like doing that is very like trying to figure all that stuff out is just it's a lot. It is definitely a lot. But yeah, because I want to publish this book in spring, and then the next book that I have that'll be ready to be published will also want to come out in spring. So I'm gonna have to like publish them a year apart and then find something to fill that gap in the autumn, in the fall. So we'll figure it out. Everything will work out in the end. Everything will be fine. And then yes, so Lizzie is all down for a packing sprint. So she gets some packing done. I'm down for another editing sprint. Autumn Ashley joined us. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for hopping on over. I know you just got finished streaming with Trinity. And then Pen Pal Romance is winter. Last 2 books take out over the course of a few months. Yeah. It's since my books take place over like a year or like a year and a half, it's so hard to pin down like a certain season that they would do well in. So I try to like figure out which season that they like spend the most amount of time in or where like the biggest change happens. So for both of those books, it is spring. Like one of them could be argued for like fall and winter, but they just feel like spring books because of the amount of change that takes place in them. So again, everything will work out. It'll all be fine. Accidentally named the pro tag after Autumn. It's such a good name though. Like I might have to use it for my new story idea because I can't think of any other names and it might just work. Oh, well, I love our names too. I love them very much. Yeah. But if everyone's done, we can go ahead and get another sprint in. If I can share the screen correctly. There we go. I'm gonna find out where the tab is. Oh my gosh, I have so many tabs open. There we go. This is what I wanted. And then, oh, no, don't start yet. Let's do that sprint, but like backwards. So we just did a 20 minutes and 21 seconds. So let's do now. I don't know how long do we want to go for. Let's do like 20. Let's do 22, 22. That works. And then Autumn is the ski romance girl protag, and her boy protag's last name is Ashley. That's like creepy, like coincidence. Like that's what? That is wonderful. I love that. I need to come up with some good last names. Yeah. All right. Well, if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and get started sprinting. I got some more stuff to read through and then just kind of hopefully chilling for a little bit later tonight. But if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Okay, I was not prepared for that timer to go off whatsoever. I had music playing in one tab, I had the live stream unmuted in another tab, and I had the timer all going off at the same time, and I was like, wait a second, something's not right here. I think, okay, yeah, timer went, stopped going off, right? Yeah, okay, we're good, cool. Um, it's fine. Let me know how you guys did on that sprint. I was able to finish up reading through and making changes to chapter 6, I believe, is the chapter that I just finished. Yeah, so I just finished up chapter 6. Right now, I'm just trying to do like minimum 1 chapter a day. If I have the brain power to do 2, I will, but the next chapter is also a bit of a long one and a bit of a jam-packed one. So I'm going to leave that off until tomorrow. But let me know how you guys did in that sprint. I'm going to get caught up on the comments a little bit. So Lizzie says, the boy protag used to be Hunter something, but Hunter had no purpose in the Christmas romance, so I cut him and made London Ashley her best friend instead. Nice. Nice. I feel like we all have those name changes, 100%. I went into editing or redrafting Project A. Or Project Restart, the one I'm currently working on. I had no idea what my main character's best friend's name was. It was originally Matthew, but I knew it couldn't be Matthew or Matt because I changed that to be somebody else's brother's name in a different story. I was like, what the heck is this character's name? And I was like, it's Ian. But yeah. And then Gio joined us. Welcome, welcome. So glad you can make it. Lee said, make sure to pack your swimsuit, goggles, and flip-flops. My sister, how about Peppa Pig? Ah, the sisters, yes. Yes. Done with the main packing, I'll do bath stuff later, then tomorrow I'll pack my pens and journals. Pens and journals are always the last thing that has to be packed because you like want to use them as long as you can. Same with books. Like books, I always end up having a book bag, which is like the things that I wait to pack until last minute and things that I want to have in the car. So my book bag is always like sitting next to me, even if I'm the one that's driving, it's always sitting next to me. So like I will have my books, my journals. Once I got a computer, that would go in there as well. My laptop and like chargers would go to my book bag, so they would be like by me. And then also just the stuff that I want to have on my person goes in my book bag. And like when I was a kid, I would like take it out and we would getting ready, and he's like, or my dad would be like, okay, give me your book bag. I'm like, nope, this is staying with me. This is my book bag. It's like, this is my stuff. This is all my books. I'm reading my books in the car. And then I would read the books in the car and then eventually fall asleep. But yeah. Going to edit a few things in the novella before I can let it rest until next year. Yeah, absolutely. If there's stuff that like pops into mind, just go for it. Edit it, do whatever you want, because like I finished draft 2 of Project A and I'm still sitting here thinking, nope, this needs to change. I need to add this like one line in, just like the heart-wrenching line. I added one of those in the other day just because I was thinking of it and I just wanted to add it in because I feel like Project A is actually pretty close to being a working draft. So like that way when it comes time to go through and do like a good self-edit of it, that way I don't have as much I want to add. It's more tweaking what's already there. So that's what I'm working on. Lizzie ended up making a nano site page for Ski Romance just in case I decide to go to laptop. Yeah, that's fine. I wish that they could, like, this used to be on like the old Camp Nano website, you could be like, I want to do 30 pages or I want to do like 30 hours this month. And I wish they brought that over. Like, coming from a developer side, it doesn't seem that hard. Like, it really doesn't. Like, all you need to do is like, your numbers will be the same. So like a range of numbers for however much, and then and then you just need to have like different like types for your things, like hours, paid. Like, it's not that hard to do. from a developer side. Like, I don't just let us say, like, I want to write, like, if I want to write 50 handwritten pages, let me just say write 50 pages instead of like 50,000 words. That way, like, people who are handwriting don't have to count their words, because that's a lot. When I do handwrite, I tend to count my words. I count them like line by line and then add up all the lines, but that's still a lot to go through and do. But yeah, so I was able to finish up that chapter. I fed my fish, and then I got his water ready to be changed for tomorrow. So that's currently just being like purified. And then I grabbed my outlining notebook, which I'm going to start putting all of my outlines in because I want to start outlining stuff. So now I have a designated notebook to start outlining in. And then I also grabbed my copy of Save the Cat. And I'm currently working on the catalyst and trying to figure out what that is. I think I know what it is, but I'm just like, is it enough? Is it something big enough? I don't know, because I do have like a very rough sketch of the timeline of the book. I don't know. I know what the midpoint is. I know exactly where the midpoint comes in. It's a lot. I don't know. I think the catalyst is somewhere within the setup. I'm thinking way too much of this. I need to like take a step back and not get so in depth with my outline, but it's fine. Everything's fine. And yeah, pages sound so much better than words, especially when handwriting. I feel like it does. Or like I want to work on this project for like say 60 hours this month. Like I would love to be able to do that. Like just 60 hours. So like roughly 2 hours a day. That's a lot more tangible, I think, for someone than saying, I want to write 60,000 words, because then you have like, well, what if you just have a really bad writing day? You're still working on it, but you're like researching and doing all this other stuff. Like, just let us customize the type of work we're doing. It would be wonderful. Be great. But I am actually getting kind of excited to outline this project. So if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and do another sprint. Haha, killed an act. Haha, I did it. Sorry. It like landed on my water bottle and I was like, nope, I gotta go for it. So if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and get started on another sprint. I'm going to keep outlining my new secret project, which I haven't talked much about. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to keep it a secret because I don't know if it's ever going to happen. I need to count outlining as my progress every day. That's why I put the middle wordy at 900,000. 900,000? That's a lot. That's a lot. I also quit middle wordy because I just couldn't do it. It stressed me out trying to keep track of everything. So I quit middle wordy around 500,000. So I hit half middle wordy in about half a year. So like I'll take it. I will 100% take it. And like being a full-time student and doing like part-time work on top of trying to write, it was very stressful. And then on top of trying to keep track of everything, it was insane. So I got it. It's fine. But yeah, we can go ahead and start getting into another sprint. We have like 50 minutes left in the hour. So we can do like, let's do a solid 1954 sprint. Why not? But yeah, if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Alrighty, that is sprint number 3 finished. Let me know how you guys did for that sprint. I saw that Lizzie had to pop out, which is absolutely fine. Before she did, she said, so close to Milwordy, but wouldn't have worked this month. Plus, I handwrote stuff and didn't want to type it for words. Also completely understandable. But yeah, so I have been working through Save the Cat for a new project that I want to start drafting next month. And I have a brief timeline outline done for this book that I wrote in one night. I have a video on how I plotted this book in one night coming up soon. I don't know when I'm actually gonna publish it, just because I keep coming up with more Wednesday video ideas, so it keeps getting pushed back. So you guys will eventually see how I outlined this book in one night. It's just going to take a little bit for that video to come out. Like, it's filmed, it's edited, it's scheduled. I just keep pushing the date back because I keep getting more Wednesday videos that have to come up beforehand. But I have worked through the opening image, the theme stated, the setup, the catalyst, and debate. I'm currently working on the break into two, which is the whole, like, flipping everything on its head. And, like, this is the part of the book that I'm excited to write, is the break into two. So that's what I'm working on. Since I have most of it outlined, quote unquote, I should be able to finish a good portion of this outline tonight. As long as I don't think too hard about it, it should be okay. Outlining is something that's kind of new to me, so I'm trying to figure out what works best for myself. So far I have like a page of like just general book things, like who the hero is, what is her big problem, all of that fun stuff. What do they think is going to fix their life, what actually will fix their life, and then I have pages for like the main character and then the main secondary character. So being able to have just stuff outlined, getting a good feel of who these characters are. And I need to do some outlining pages for the actual, like, for my main B character, so that I can get that all fixed up, because he's a major part of the story, and writing their relationship in a way that is different from this relationship is going to be very interesting, since I've never really written either of these relationships. So I'm just kind of like trying to work my way through this, seeing how other people outline their stuff and then figuring out how I outline as well. Like, I need to figure it out. And we are slowly figuring it out. Like, I'm halfway through this outline, so it's fine. I keep saying I want to do a more in-depth outline. This outline is already so in-depth. Like, it's insane. Like, I want to do... It's either I don't outline at all, or I outline like crazy. And there's no happy medium that I have found yet. Because I want to do like a chapter-by-chapter outline, but sometimes, like, that feels very restrictive, because sometimes, like, the chapter breaks come to me, like, in the middle of the scene, and it just works better that way, but... I don't know. I have a very hard time ending scenes in the middle, and, like, just doesn't feel right. I'm like one of those people who like want to like wrap up everything in a scene before going to the next one, which is fine. Like, I know exactly what the midpoint is. And that I'm so excited for the midpoint, because it's such a turning event. Like, this main character thinks she's got everything under control, and then all of a sudden, boom, the thing happens. I love it. Okay, since I'm so excited for this book and for this outline, I'm going to say we get into our last sprint of the evening. We have about 22 minutes left, so I'm going to go for just a normal 20-minute sprint to round out the hour, or 2 hours technically. And this will be our final sprint for the evening. I want to say thank you before we get into it. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. I've gotten a lot of work done, and I feel a lot less stressed than I did yesterday. I felt so stressed yesterday, and I'm feeling a lot less stressed today. So if everyone's ready, we can go ahead and start sprinting in 3, 2, 1. Happy productivity. Alrighty, and that is the last sprint of the night finished. Lizzie joined us again. Welcome back. Just in time to wrap up the stream. I was able to get outlined up to the midpoint. So I outlined like 4 different sections. I'm trying to figure out where the midpoint ends and where like the bad guys closing in begins. I'm taking this like way too much as like a science, and I just need to kind of like go with what feels right. But yeah, I'm excited. I just want to keep working on this, but I have about 30 minutes until I need to start winding down for bed, and that's when I'll read for the night. So I might just keep working on this and see how far I can get after the stream ends, just because I really want to have this project finished for the month. This is one of my big projects, and if I can get the Save the Cat outline done, I will call that a win. Do I want to outline all of the chapters? I do, but I can also hold off on that for a little bit. And like once I have this done, I feel like I'll be able to spend more time and more energy focusing on Project Restart and making sure that's all good to go. But yeah, that's what I did. Lizzie's fixing up some stuff and writing notes in the novella. Already found a whole chapter to rewrite. Yep, those things come up. I definitely have that a lot. Like I'm reading through Project Restart, and I realize like whenever I start writing books, like the first like couple chapters, it's very prose and it's very telling of a story instead of show. It's supposed to be show not tell. So yeah, it's very like it sounds very like it sounds like it's in third person, but it's in first is the best way I can describe it. So I need to figure out really how to keep my writer voice consistent throughout the beginning to the end of the book, because by the end it's more of just this is what's going on, blah 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 blah, this happens. So I'm trying to like make that more even. I haven't quite found a whole chapter I need to rewrite in Project Restart, as I've just started out this draft. I'm 14,000 words into this draft, and we are almost at the break into 2 point. So we're almost in the new world. We almost get to meet the lovely bee character. I am so excited for her to meet this character. Like this is my comfort character. This is my comfort character. I love this character so much. I can't wait for him to be in this story. Yeah, I'm so excited. I was thinking of something earlier today. I know it was in relation to comfort characters, and it was like growing up I didn't have a comfort character. I don't know what it was. I had I don't remember. I don't remember what it was, but basically like growing up I didn't have a comfort character, but I had a comfort something. I don't remember what that something was. This novella is going to end up nothing like my first draft, probably my biggest changes ever. So much will be replaced. Yeah, I had that a lot with Project Restart. I lost the first draft of Project Restart, but I read through it before I lost it, and it was trash. It was awful. Like I thought it was the greatest thing ever when I was writing it, and then I looked back on it and went, no, there is too much going on here. Like, no. It had the main plot. It had a misunderstood love triangle that was going on. A runaway character at one point. The runaway character saved, but like I had so like a toxic relationship. There was so much going on in this first draft. I had to cut it. I had to cut so much of it. It just didn't fit the story. I don't know how I crammed so many plots into 50,000 words. It's insane. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I won't be streaming this Sunday, but I will be streaming next Wednesday, same time, same place. I need to figure out my streaming schedule for September because I'm hosting a write-a-thon. So that's going to take up a lot of my free streaming hours, but we'll figure that out when we get there. I hope. I might not stream as much during September. I might just try to like hop on other people's streams. But we'll figure it out. We will definitely figure it out. Of all my books, next to nothing about this will stay the same. When writing a novella is harder than writing a novel. Honestly, fitting so much into like a shorter amount, it can be harder. I completely understand that. Yeah. All the side character stories died. Yep. Yeah. This Project Restart originally was 3 points of view, each person having their own plot. I don't know how I fit that all in 50,000 words. I have zero idea. I have absolutely no idea how I fit that all in 50,000 words. And yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining. Great segue to end out the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this. If you want to and haven't already, go ahead, like and subscribe down below. All that fun stuff. It means the world to me. Seeing those numbers go up like one by one, I love it so much. I had a vlog come out earlier today about, it wasn't very much writing related. It was more of me stressing out for 3 days because I had a power outage. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I will be streaming next Wednesday. Link to all my upcoming streams are down in the description. It will be updated with all of my September streams as well once I figure those out. But until then, I will see you guys all whenever I see you. Next week, next Wednesday, Sunday, whenever my vlog goes up. I don't know. Who knows? Not me. So I'll see you guys all hopefully sometime in the near future. I hate ending things. Goodbye.